Hi there, YouTube. Musical Aviator here. We're in the car park at Flinders Island and we'll be flying an IFR flight today in the 172 heading up to Victoria, returning to my home state. At the moment we're technically in Tasmania, although not on the island of Tasmania. Go ahead and walk past these rather impressive looking flags. That one there, the blue one, dark blue one, is the Tasmanian state flag. The kind of pale blue one, I think that's the Royal Australian Airforce one. That one looks like the Navy. Don't know what that one is. Don't know why they have random flags all over this airport, but there you go. Flinders Island Airport. I think that looks like the room that toilet inspector needs to inspect. We'll go out the gate. Anyhow, it's Friday. It's about 6 PM here in Melbourne. Roughly 4 weeks of lockdown to go, at least as it was announced back in the past, with an end date of the 13th of September. Walk around the grass so we don't go cutting across the middle of the field. Hello QF Aviator, how you doing? So the weather today is not great. It's been raining on and off all over the southeast. Flinders Island, northern Tassie and even Melbourne has had a bit of rain today. Just on the phone to Mum, and apparently Sydney's got some rain as well. So a lot of clouds, a lot of water, precipitation. Ah, there we go. As if on cue, the water starts bucketing down. Bit windy, bit bumpy. We'll be IFR probably trying to make our way up to about 7,000. I believe at 7,000 feet the temperature is going to be between 4 degrees and 1 degree. Actually gets colder the further north we go. Kind of weird. Spencer's already on the move. You IFR, Spencer, and are you talking to Melbourne Centre? When we came inbound, we were unable to contact Melbourne Centre on the ground, so we'll have to consider that. Anyway, in we go. Flaps are down. And we'll do the walk. Pitot is clear. Okay, all of those look good. Hinges, happy. Flaps. Flaps on the runners pretty well. Tie downs are off as we pull them out of the mud and the wheel chocks. We're not refueling here, we're just going to take off and go. So just checking on here, we have no water in the tanks. Checking up on the tanks itself. What do you reckon that is? That keeps happening. Getting unbalanced tanks while they're sitting there. Bizarre. Yep, 20 and 20, so it's about 40 gallon. Oil's looking okay, about, what, 6 3/4 quarts. All of that's fuel. Propeller's happy. Nothing on the intakes. Pitot is clear. Up the top, another 20 gal. That's looking happy. Tie downs are off, and the stall warning vane is clear. Hinges are good. Flaps are good. Yeah, the Cherokee autopilot is it's not the greatest in the world. Grant Schuller came to Flinders in the real world. Very nice. Yeah, it's not a place I've been. Yeah, it's interesting. One of these days I might take myself down, but doubt. Doubt. Anyhow, now that we're sitting here in the aircraft, let's have a look at our flight plan. We'll be departing IFR on a flight plan that tracks us direct to the entry point for the RNAV approach at Yarram from Mike Romeo, Mike Whiskey Alpha, YRMWA. Yarram itself has 2 runways. One is sand, one is grass. 09 is the one with the approach. 27 has an approach as well, but there's no approach for the 0523, which is a grass runway. So the approach is only to the sand runway, which oddly enough is the shorter of the two, at 756 meters. Looking at the airways, as you can see, there's Flinders Island down the bottom, Nunpa, and you could take an airway up to West Sale, East Sale. It's an RAAF Air Force base. The other option is this airway out to essentially Moorabbin, and there's big empty space of no airways in here. So we unfortunately want to go directly through there. So we're just going to take a direct 2. So we're going to take off, fly up pretty much on a direct track to Yarram. At some point we're going to cross over the middle of Deal Island. I've actually written a little space there for it, so let's have a look at our navlog. From Flinders Island there's Kilkenny, which is kind of the northwestern point of Flinders Island. After Kilkenny we head out and cross just to the north of Deal Island, which is that nice little kind of double split island there. And we'll continue along, and I've chucked in YRMWA. Yankee Romeo Mike Whiskey Alpha. And we'll pop in at Yarram. You can see Yarram here is marked as having ultralights right next to it. Ultralight area. Not really thunderstorms, it's kind of scattered showers, a lot of low cloud. Cloud base is about 1,500 last I checked, which was about an hour and a half ago. It's probably a good idea to check it now before we get moving. So, going to Flinders Island. Phone call.
Automated Weather Information Service. Flinders Island Airport. Time 0808 Zulu. Wind 050 degrees magnetic at 5 knots. Visibility 25 kilometers. Cloud clear below 10,000 feet. Temperature 13. Dew point 12. QNH 1013 hectopascals. Rainfall last 10 minutes nil. Automated.
Sure. Whatever it thinks. Let's just double check our weather system is connected and going. It is. So, don't know why it's giving us weird information. Let's look at NAPES. So NAPES, Flinders Island, TAF, showing showers of light rain, scattered 1,500, scattered 5,000. Wind 080 at 7. Or 040 at 14. So 05 would be ideal, except for the fact, when you come down here to flight procedures, right hand circuits required, night landings not permitted 23, night takeoffs permitted 05. So I don't want to tempt fate. We're going to use the good old big runway, which is going to be runway 32. 3214. Yeah, it's going to be 32. Yep. So we'll taxi out, we'll taxi along runway 23, swing around a full backtrack of 32, and then off we go. And we're direct to there. Or should we track direct? No, we're file direct to Yankee Romeo Mike Whiskey Alpha, so I'll do that. Anyhow, let's get started. First things first, we are flying a single engine aircraft over a fair bit of water today in not the best weather. So we do have our jackets on and a bunch of extra spare clothes. We have our life jackets, which are attached and strapped in. Basically, if we do need to land on the water, I'll get you to push the door ajar, and then we'll land with the doors slightly open. During the touchdown, make sure that your seatbelts are as tight as possible so you can't move in the seat. After the aircraft comes to a stop in the water, it may end up upside down. Remember that the door is right there. Give it a good push. You may need to push it against some water, and once you get it open, make your way out. Use the door as a push board to spring away towards the tail. Once you are clear of the wing of the aircraft, you can pull your life jacket, which can help you find up, at which point you can swim to the surface. If you can, then find the aircraft, come back to it, and hold on. Cool. Now we'll be flying for about 75 minutes today, so if you do need to visit the toilet is in the building in front of you. Let me know. Assuming everything is ready, you're happy to go, and you're not scared or needing to visit the toilet. Yep, ready to go. Let's get this aircraft moving. Okay, weight and balance is checked. We have 2 POV today. Okay, park brake is set, control wheel lock is removed, ignition and avionics are off, master switch is on. Fuel quantity, showing just around under 20 gallon in both tanks. Which gives us about 3 hours of flight time. Our static pressure source is off. Now see the panel is checked. Fuel selector valve is both. Shut-off valve is off and flaps are extended. Engine start. Cool. Clear prop. I believe the Flinders toilet has been inspected. Nav lights on, beacon is on, fuel pump not required, chuck in the pitot. GPS mode is in. And flight plan direct to, as per the flight plan that we filed, YRMWA. Actually, let's just chuck in Yarram itself. That's cool. And there we go. Cool. Flinders Island multicom 127.8. See if we can pick up Melbourne 1240. Melbourne Centre and all stations Flinders Island at Juliet Killer November IFR Cessna 172 taxis runway 32 to POV. Wait 5 seconds for a reply. Okay, we're facing almost directly east. And after departure, heading 0301. Clearly Melbourne Centre's not picking us up down here. We'll switch over. Traffic Flinders Island, Juliet Kilo November, IFR Cessna 172 is taxiing to enter runway 23, backtracking. And then entering runway 32 for departure to the northwest. Flinders Island traffic. It's 15 degrees Celsius, not showing in the green on the temperatures yet, but that's alright. We'll warm it up as we move. Lockheed just got himself a Boeing 737 NGXE, very nice. On sale, I assume, as well. Good stuff. Before we went into the runway, we're going to sit here and warm up a little. Other thing that we want to do is send out the transponder of 2000. Hi there to OzGorilla245 over in Twitchland. How you doing? And we're climbing straight up to 6,000 feet today. Okay, we'll start some of the other bits of the checklist. So, cool. Navigation lights are in, flaps will be retracted. Okay, before takeoff checklist, seats and doors closed and locked. Flight controls are free and correct. Instruments are set for departure. Altimeter's off and okay. Should be 32 feet, yeah, it's about that. What is the altimeter? Showing 10. It's actually 1013 or 14. It's 1013. Cool, gonna hit the barra button, make sure that's the same. Instruments are good. Fuel quantity showing a little bit more in the right tank than the left tank. We will balance that out once we're in cruise. Fuel selector is set to both. And I'd call that in the green for the temps. So we're going to do a run up. Looks clear on this side. Good stuff. 1800 RPM. Drop by about 75. About the same. Double check on the compass, showing about north. Tap this side of north or that side slightly. Cool. Thousand RPM. Lean it out a little. Off we go. Flinders Island traffic, Juliet Kilo November, entering runway 05 to backtrack and then entering runway 32 for departure. Alright, as well get all the lights on. Flinders Island traffic. Kilo November is backtracking runway 32. Traffic Flinders Island, Kilo November departing runway 32. Straight ahead, outbound departure, northwest. Mixed rich, pump is on. This is your last chance to bail out. All good to go. 72 minutes of flying ahead of us. Off we go. Heading selected. 80 knots on the climb up to 6,000. Time at 27. So across Kilkenny at time 40. Okay, we cleared 1,500. Still clear of cloud. Actually, quite a lot of scattering in that scattered cloud. Might even get to see Deal Island. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and score 1200. If we need an IFR pickup, we'll call it flight plans in the system. There's a slight chance we may not even need it. Cool, Kenny's up over there in the mist. Okay, Melbourne Centre it is. Just holding off on calling the centre because I do want to see if we can find Kilkenny. There's a little airfield at Kilkenny. Meaning that on this tiny little island of Flinders Island there are actually 3 airfields and a helipad.
Melbourne Centre, good evening, Jetstar 502 with you, passing 2,500 for Flinders. Jetstar 502, contact Melbourne approach on 132.0. 1320, Jetstar 502. Delta Romeo 5160, 10 to 3000. Then it's Tango Alpha to 10 to 4000. Then it's Tango Alpha reduced now to not above 2209.
Killer Cranky, I mean. There we go. Killer Cranky.
Join 2281 is just about 10 minutes away from your flight deck. Sure. Join 2281. Killing Care 282 to 10 9000 Melbourne 283. So 1013. 9000
While the weather is this good, we might as well go and have a look.
1013.
See a bit more instead of climbing up into the cloud. We can just sit below it for the moment, have a look at stuff.
Echo Mike, beautiful, maintaining 8,000 kilometers. Echo Mike, beautiful. So, is that a quarter from 50, 10 knots miles in front of the net? Quarter from 50, standby 120. For the 150 to you is a College 7 Alpha arrival, runway 35, descending to 9,000, 7281013. College 7 Alpha arrival, runway 35, 29810.
Maintain 3,000 feet. We'll head on up towards Killer Cranky.
When ready, 9,000. When ready, 9,000. Quarter from 50.
This here is Mount Tanner.
Delta Romeo 516 at Nashville, correct.
Good salmon fishing on the Northern River. Sounds good to me. I believe that there is Killer Cranky Airfield. Broadcast on it. Traffic Killer Cranky, Killer November Cessna 172 up from Flinders Island Airfield. We're at 3,000 feet. We'll be crossing over the field and then making our way out to the west, Deal Island and then Yarram. Traffic Killer Cranky. Yeah, there we go, a full bona fide airfield. Anybody want to make a approach there? Probably not even do a touch and go, but we're probably doing a low approach. Wind was east, wasn't it? So the over the field and then into the downwind. One meter flatheads. Sounds good. So yeah, that's a full entire airfield. Sharks keen for a mist will drop into a downwind. Killer Cranky traffic, Jolt Killer November is dropping into downwind from 3,000 feet, or cold mist. I believe this being a private airfield, you would need permission to land on it. Prior permission, as in you ring them up, tell them that you're coming in a week. Which one's Northwest River? Is that the one near Wingaroo? Yeah, there's a couple of smaller airfields around. I counted at least 4 of them when I last looked. 4 that I know about. Killer Cranky traffic, Killer November, turning base runway 14, Killer Cranky. That was a guess. Killer Cranky traffic, Killer November is final, runway 14, go around. Bit of a high speed approach this one, about 100 knots down the runway. Yeah, could totally land on that. Little aircraft over there too. Cool. Traffic Killer Cranky, Killer November is on the go around. They'll be exiting on the downwind leg and then heading to Deal Island. Killer Cranky. Wallabies in plague proportions. Fun. Indeed. Probably the worst place with kangaroos I've found was, well, I haven't seen that many kangaroos in my life. Seen a few, never hit one. Mostly by travelling on, you know, well-made roads. There are a few out in the Yarra Valley, but I'm sure that's not too bad. Alright, we'll continue on climbing up to look at this wonderful cloud breaking up. We're looking at forecasts with like 1,500 base layer of cloud, but if it's going to be this good, we might as well just fly VFR. So one big question about Flinders Island, given that it's a quiet place with only two major towns, why are there four airfields on the island? You've got Lady Baron down the south. You've got the main Flinders Island airfield, which we just came out of. Killer Cranky, and that other one he's talking about, which is up near, I think, White Mark or... no, Wingaroo. Little airfield near Wingaroo. Tiny little thing. Hi Tim, we'll find out in about 4 days, because I have pre-purchased Microsoft Flight Sim, and am keen to give it a go. I think the first thing that we will be doing is retracing our steps of the last legs of this flight around Australia, which should be finished on Monday. So today's Friday, we're doing the flight to Yarram. I'm hoping on Sunday we get to do a flight up to Tyab to Radden, roughly opposite direction. And then after that, on Monday, Milk-Run Monday, we're going to fly from Tooradin up to Lilydale and then along to Essendon, ending the tour. Then on Wednesday we should have the new simulator, so sometime on either Wednesday, probably Thursday to keep it safe, give me 1 day of trying out the new simulator, make sure all my bits and pieces work with it, and then on maybe Thursday or Friday we'll do the same flight but backwards. Only the main airport used? Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of the other airfields, essentially a lot of them are on private land. You need to arrange with the property owner to land there. And I'm sure something like a 150 or even a 172 could get in there, given it's a private aircraft. I don't see the issue there. Switching back to Melbourne Centre.
We'll send the investigators your way. Great, Lima Tango Alpha, clear the land runway 34.
That's right, Shark YT. We'll start the tour again, and we're doing backwards. Just to, you know, for two reasons. Firstly, we'll get to see the things that we remember most recently in the tour, early in the tour, so we can compare them directly in the sims. And a few other reasons as well, you know. Interesting going the other direction. Third reason would be giving add-on developers some time to make Sydney correct by the time we get there, hopefully. Yeah, and do an NZ tour as well, and the new sim. I wouldn't mind flying to Tokarua Roger, right. The problem with New Zealand is half your airfields have towers on them.
Queuing 2281 is back.
Whereas in Australia we've got over 300 airfields and only 18 of them have an air traffic control tower. So you only have to like link up 18 points with events or ATC and you'll be fine. Most of the time you're into a CTA. There are some surprisingly small airfields in New Zealand that have an air traffic control tower.
Standby 1. Frank, Macquarie Alpha Romeo. There is unverified traffic fuel 1 o'clock at 3000. Traffic inside, Papa Romeo. Macquarie Alpha Romeo, that is contact 3000. Point 150, descend to 4,500, please to the ILS runway 35 to the first.
Descend to 4,500, see the ILS runway 35 and road 150.
I reckon we could do 4,500 under those clouds. Yeah, but the problem is it's not realistic to be fine. I want to fly, if the place has an actual air traffic control tower, I want to fly into it with an air traffic control tower. Which I've mostly been able to do on this tour in Australia because being the events deputy coordinator, I was kind of, you know, judging my distance and then making an event in advance of where we're going. Wasn't exactly like that, but it did plan out like that a few times. It's like, if I slow down the tour for 2 weeks, I can probably aim at Darwin and then make a Milk Run Monday in Darwin. Yeah, that much.
Yes, down 502,
done.
request amended 390. Yes, down 502.
And that's how we ended up visiting all the capitals except Perth. Perth was the one that got away from us. Would have been nice to have Perth, but oh well. Well, we got one for Sydney, we got one for Brisbane, we got one for Cairns, we got one for Darwin. I think we even got one for Alice Springs. Yeah, we did. And we got one for Adelaide. So most of the capitals except for Perth we've had ATC on when we went in.
Level 350, 448.
Anyhow, we've blown this out of proportion, so it should be 56, but it's going to be something like 05. For Deal Island, we'll make a revised ETA at Deal Island, because obviously we spent 5 minutes in Kilkenny doing a circuit. Edward Guthridge, I've got a controller rating. I haven't used it for ages, and I probably would want to do the right thing before jumping on as ATC and actually take the refresher course, because I haven't controlled in over a year. I'm sure I can remember some things, but I'm going to forget more than I remember after a year of not doing it. I think we'll start small and kind of begin on the ground, delivery ground tower level for a couple of months, and then move on up to approach, and then eventually, one day, maybe into the second level.
2048 requesting further descent.
For now, I think I'd only want to do the refresher course before I jump in, and then when I do jump in, start doing some tower controlling. Deal Island's on the GPS.
Melbourne Tower radio check. Whoever's calling for radio check is not Melbourne Tower, is calling Melbourne Centre. New Zealand 1124 Melbourne Centre go. Identified. Flight level 240. New Zealand 1124 Contact Melbourne approach 132 decimal now board. Cafe 003, contact Melbourne approach 132 decimal 0. So long.
Deal Island, I do believe, over there. Might not be. Deal Island should be straight ahead. Essentially is though, isn't it?
Canberra,
I think since we're in VMC, we'll do a couple of orbits around Deal Island and then we'll pop out to Yarram.
Just now 502, request 5 this way. Just 556, you'll get your staff clearance a little bit closer into Sydney on the frequency change.
Oh, Nick, how you doing?
Just 502, request 5 minutes away. Just 502.
Nick Aaron. Aaron Nick. There we are. 3,500 heading almost directly westbound. Fortunately we're underneath 6,000 feet, so not good. Indeed, Tim Burnett, lots of high mountains and the air traffic control system is bizarre. It's more like flying in the UK than it is in Australia.
Just 982, you'll get your staff clearance on frequency change.
Melbourne's Connect 1 and Face 3, flight level 340.
What I say 33 Melbourne Centre, g'day. Squawk code.
Alright, we're going to do a lap of this island, which is called Deal Island, D-E-A-L. There's a big lighthouse on the tallest cliff of the island, and there's a very small, used to be an airfield on the other side of the island here. There's a little shipwreck on that side as well.
From here. We'd like to leave control area descending, etc.
So Alpha Romeo, sorry, I thought I gave that to you beforehand. You clear the leave control area descending. You're actually outside of controlled area you're involved at the moment, so you can manoeuvre as required.
Clear leave control area descending. Alpha Romeo, see ya.
There's a lighthouse there. Be a lot easier to spot as we get closer. Grant Schutler, absolutely. I would absolutely go to a USAF and own a full-size simulator. Totally. If you're offering one. My Facebook is the same as my name. You can find me as a musical aviator up there as well. And I know I've just said your name entirely wrongly. But yeah, I'd love to do one. Did one with Martin a while back. That was pretty fun. Into JFK. Yeah, there's one at Niddry. Been there. They weren't too bad.
Jetstar
I
922,
believe
contact me
Greg
on
someone
125.0.
up north of Melbourne
Factory.
has one as well, which I'll have to reach out and touch base once we're out of lockdown in 4
Jetstar
weeks.
922, just confirming 125.0.
My first 125, so how much to deliver?
If I had the money, I'd make my own, but I don't. Probably make an Airbus because they're more comfortable to sit in.
2048, descend to 3000.
Descending 3000, Cornerstone 48.
Today is price level is 24.
Jetstar 922, Melbourne Centre, g'day. Start clearances in Odell 7, arrival runway 34, 180, descend to flight level 130.
Atos with Atos 7 depart Cessna arrival and runway 34 department 2 and descend into flight level 130.
Jetstar 922, that's when ready, descend to flight level 130.
When ready to get to flight level 130 department 2.
Jetstar 502, back in the flight deck.
Right, you can come on runway 34
There it
left,
is.
right, flying.
Jetstar 922, A firm, runway 34 left to Sydney, Odell 7 arrival. Because you are a turboprop, you don't get the rivet streak.
Ground textures certainly do not look all the same because they're actually photographic, but yes, trees are enormous.
Jetstar 510, Melbourne Centre, hello, climb flight level 370.
Climb flight level 370, Jetstar 510. Jetstar 526, request climb to flight level 350.
Jetstar 526, was that?
Okay.
Jetstar 526, 390 is unavailable due to pre-fitting aircraft XU37 or...
Air traffic control, yeah, it does sound fun.
Flight level 350.
Probably not that hard,
Jetstar
just a lot of stuff to learn, that's all.
Jetstar 526.
Once you get over that barrier of learning it all.
350, Jetstar 526, thanks mate.
That's just talking. That's the airfield for Deal Island. Out of use now. Has been decommissioned officially. There's a shipwreck.
Killing 2281 is approaching top of descent.
Killing 2281.
Oh, the asphalt ground taxis, yeah, that's inside airports. They'll be okay in the, what's it, 25 airfields that are handmade, but outside of there it's going to be awful. It's all default airports.
Radar and HSC services terminated. Frequency change approved. Killing 2281, get it.
Qantas 2048 that you can expect from Nasho to track a direct stoppage for the ILS runway 34.
At Nasho, track direct to the sausage, ILS 34 left.
So outside of those default airports, the scenery is the same as what we have in the P3Ds, actually. It's its own version of default, and I'm sure Orbx, Flight Tampa, all of them will come to the party and make themselves some very nice airfields.
New Zealand 1124, climb flight level 350.
Cessna 92 leaving flight level 2404.
Glad we got to see some scenery today. If you saw the last flight, which we did on Wednesday, it was essentially completely clouded for the entire flight. From about 500 feet in the air till the arrival.
to 90,000 Melbourne QNH 101.
This time we've got massive amounts of blue sky. And look at that.
My apologies for that. Qantas 883, contact me 124.40, expect starting. Negative.
Most people that come here come via a boat, ship, into that harbour there, and you walk all the way up that massive footpath, along the old runway, and then up into the cabins which are up there. It's also possible to park a boat in here and walk up a steeper zigzag path up to the top there. Aviad 997, g'day. Deal Island, in the Bass Strait. It's about halfway between Tasmania and Wilson's
Flight
Promontory.
level 150, you clear the Sydney via the River 3 arrivals, runway
Sorry?
34.
Between Tasmania and Wilson's Promontory.
Cessna 922, when ready, just confirming, descend flight level 120.
No, Shark, I can't do that. Noobs are gonna noob.
Qantas 33, today Melbourne Centre, for you it's an RBC South for arrival, runway 34, when ready, descend to flight level 250.
RB6 South for runway 34 when ready, flight level 250, Qantas 83.
There's a lighthouse on the top of that. It would appear to me that Deal Island is not entirely compatible with the new OZx version 2. So remember that cliff face being a lot nicer looking than that. Nevertheless, we do have the lighthouse on the top.
Just correction, Qantas 2048, contact Sydney approach 124.4.
124.4, 2048.
There you go. New Zealand 361, contact Melbourne approach 132.4.
Alrighty, so we'll go ahead and climb out towards Yarram now.
Yeah.
Taking you all the way up to 4,005.
Just 922, descend 9,000, keep it to an H 1012.
If you can increase my thousand.
Just 922, from your present position, correct direct Odale.
Track Odell, Cessna 9.
if the weather's going to be this good in Yarram, you may not even need the IFR. So I'll just stay inside Class 3, monitoring without talking.
Cessna 922, just confirming you're tracking via Odale now.
That's it, we'll keep the IFR plan in just in case we need to pick it up. I've been hand flying the entire route so far, so it might be time to check on some auto help. Say goodbye to Deal Island.
Just 556.
Time of 7.
Creep it down to flight level 150.
6.
Descend to 9,000. Finish 2181012.
Pilot, non-pilot, sorry, 250, jump to 9,000 and then I try to go on to the
How long we need to start to surface?
We never picked up IFR.
I don't think the figure match together.
Cool, we're in the autopilot. We don't have IFR clearance at the moment.
I'm in Hotel Star 922 is connected.
Cessna 922 Melbourne Centre. So if you read the chart properly, what it says is at Odale you can expect radar vectors for final course after any hub.
Time 44, we should be at the next one. Let's see if that's Scenery. 42 according to that. Alright. Close enough. Discrepancy could be the fact that we are lower down, so I don't have the same wind as we would have at 6,000.
New Zealand 1522 Melbourne Centre, g'day. Try and contact me on 123.8. No, negative. 125.3.
Roger, 125.3. Jetstar 502 at top of descent, request descent.
Jetstar 502, descend to flight level 250. Give me a call on 125.0 and you can expect to start there.
Descend down to 250, I'll contact you on 1250, Jetstar 502.
Yeah, a bit more freedom when you're in VFR, you don't need to call ATC to an orbit, like we wanted to around Deal Island.
With approach.
Of course, there's nothing between us and the Victorian coast now, it's just straight up water.
When I'm ready to hand you off, I'll let you know what it is.
So just the sunrise.
Jetstar 502, what's you on 250?
Jetstar 502, Rivet 3 arrival, runway 34 left.
Rivet 3, foot arrival for 34 left, Jetstar 502.
Okay, 2400 RPM. Lean it out a little.
Melbourne Centre, New Zealand 1522.
ATT as we lead. believe we're just on the peak there. Yep, we're reducing. Come back up to Richard Peak, and yeah, that's about right.
Jetstar 560, 556.
Checking the heading, it's showing 3, it's swinging around wildly.
Contact shipping approach on 124.4.
305, 308.
2044, yeah.
When should it be after Deal Island?
Jetstar
Deal Island heading
526, reports SB.
Jetstar 526, 275 indicated.
Jetstar 526, Melbourne Centre.
120 knots, we've got wind 7 knots.
Jetstar 526.
Straight down the boat.
Jetstar 526, we're now 125.0, how's that?
Clearly nothing like that at all.
Contact 83 descends to 9000 Melbourne QNH 1012.
901012, contact 83.
And Centre Jetstar 526, flight level 350 and 125.0.
Jetstar 526, Melbourne Centre.
Over there we have Hogan Island.
Centre Jetstar 526. Centre Qantas 448.
Not much happening down at Hogan Island, but if we were to have an engine failure, we'd certainly go over there.
Jetstar 526, New Zealand 1522, how do you read? New Zealand 1522, 526, got your 5x5. Jetstar 526, Qantas 448, how do you read? Melbourne Centre, Qantas 448, ready to check.
Go and yank those landing lights off for a bit.
Stations Melbourne Centre, my apologies, just had a bit of an issue with a controller client. We're back again, and Jetstar 526, just reduced to not above 220 knots on descent, thanks.
Jetstar 526, Roger, on 125.0, not above
Well, the next bit of land we should
220
see will
knots.
either be the Seal Islands, and then
Jetstar 526,
Walrus,
that'll be
Seal,
required for a little bit.
or the coast of Victoria
Copy,
itself,
no stars,
probably the Lawson's
Jetstar
Promontory.
526 is just reconstructing everything after a big
Lawson's Promontory will be off to our left
Just give me
a
one
fair
second, you
amount.
can expect that in effect.
Pleasing.
Our intention is to fly over the top of Port Albert and then straight up to Yarram.
Jetstar 502, request further descent.
Jetstar 502, my apologies because we declined, you didn't hear me, descend to 9000, getting to an H1012.
Descent to 9000, QNH 1012, Jetstar 502.
Jetstar 526, descend to
Yep,
10,000.
It does indeed
And
have a
say
warning for
river
me.
through,
It
Robert
looks like
113,
their
full left.
website certificate is out of
Roger,
date.
10,000, River 3, arrival 34 left,
Who knows
Jetstar
what enough is
526,
that?
and we're leaving now.
Jetstar 526. Qantas 883, just I had a bit of an audio issue. Just confirming descend 9000 Melbourne QNH 1012.
Hey, firm down to 9000, QNH 1012, we are descended.
You 218 Melbourne Centre, g'day, climb flight level 350.
Melbourne Centre, good evening. Qantas 6031, flight level 390.
Qantas 6031 Melbourne Centre, hello. Start clearance for you, River 3 arrival, runway 34 left.
River 3 arrival, runway 34 left, flight level 390, Qantas 6031.
Good evening, Melbourne Centre, New Zealand 1522 with you, flight level 390.
New Zealand's 1522 Melbourne Centre.
Cool. Everything's in order.
Jetstar 526, can you confirm that speed restriction will exist all the way down because we might need to cancel the star height requirements?
Jetstar 526, I can vec you off course, make a radar heading of 030 degrees.
That's us right
Okay,
there.
left heading 030, Jetstar 526.
Jetstar 526, you can expect to resume the
Some
star
possibly
from-
rain right over Yarram right now. That's unfortunate.
Jetstar 526, roger, and the speed.
Let's pick
Jetstar
up our
526, now not above
destination AWIS.
250 knots, understand, thanks.
Copy, not above 250, thanks. Jetstar 526.
Jetstar 526, cancel all speed correction height requirements on the star.
Jetstar 526, much appreciated.
134.7.
Jetstar 502, contact Sydney approach 124.
Weather Information Service, Yarram Airport, time 0918 Zulu, wind 350 degrees magnetic at 5 knots, temperature 11, dew point 10, QNH 1013 hectopascals, rainfall last 10 minutes nil, automated weather information service.
Alright, so a little bit of cloud around and wind is 350 at 5. It still looks like, well, we've got runway 05 as an option. That's grass. That's sand. Flight procedures, runway 09 is right hand circuits, not left. CSAF 126.7. Yeah, we'll be landing on the short runway. Short runway is actually the main runway, funnily enough. The long runway is grass, the short runway is sand, and the apron's just off to the short runway. Funnily enough, the short runway is the one with the approach.
New Zealand's 1522.
Max crosswind,
code
5,
1267.
the wind is 5 knots total. So, yeah, it's fine. Maximum demonstrated crosswind in a 152 is 15.
Sorry about that, Melbourne Centre 1267 for New Zealand 1522.
New Zealand 1522, thanks.
That looks like rain touching the water, so
to 9000, Melbourne 2NH
we'll stick to the track.
7 ready 9000, 1012, corner 6031.
Pushed out at 2,500. Getting pretty close to the shoreline. Thinking that's Wilson's Promontory out there. Hard to tell in that cloud. Almost certainly. Yeah, that's us. Wilson's Promontory, our first glimpse of Victoria.
Yes, 510, contact me 125.0, expect star clearance.
125.0, just stop up. Melbourne Centre, Jetstar 510.
Jetstar 510, River 3 arrival, runway 34 left, when ready, descend to flight level 250.
River 3 arrival, runway 34 left, when ready, flight level 250, Jetstar 5.
Cool. When are you moving out of home? Something like 2022? Indeed, Matteo, have not been paying attention to Twitch. Anyway, the destination is Yarram. Why YRM? Don't know why that spy wouldn't show Yarram. Maybe because it's too small. Other James, yeah, not too bad. I'm not too bad myself. In Sydney, Mum's been better. I need to go to hospital. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I think she's got an appointment for a doctor over the weekend.
Melbourne Centre Corner,
I'm going to
448
shoot for that gap at 2,500, see if we can stay VFR. If we can, we'll just visually make our way across the
Course 448 is
coastline
direct,
and then
national
onto
possibility.
Yarram. If we can't, we'll shoot a full approach. And as I was just talking about VFR, penetrate into a cloud and rain. We can make 1,500, that's fine. Indeed, lots of oil and gas rigs out in this part of the world.
Close 448.
Haven't seen any myself, but I'm sure they're out here.
Direct national, Course 448, thanks.
Okay, most of that cloud's just there. Head back up to 25. Timney in Twitch. Hello, how you doing? Yep, I've bought the most expensive version because I want all the stuff. I got a huge tax return, so I'm not exactly scrounging for money at the moment, so why not? Get to play with that 787 and the Cessna 172 that has proper gauges like this thing. Alrighty, I reckon I'm in gliding range of that sandbar over there. That's Clonmel Island, that sandbar. And just beyond Clonmel Island is Earthquake Island. That's a bizarre name for a place in Victoria, but there you go. Clonmel, Earthquake, and beyond Earthquake is Sunday Island. And I think I'll take a direct to Yarram.
Yes, 510 when ready. Descend to 90,000, Sydney QNH 1020.
When ready, descend to 90,000 and QNH 1020, jet South 510.
Okay, time 39. $15 miles out. Hello Tim, I did not see that preview. I'll have a look at it.
Qantas 883, 9,000, request further.
Okay, we need to contact CTAF down here, which is
Close 448 to contact Sydney approach 1240.
Yarram traffic, Juliet Kilo November is the Cessna 172 directly south of the field, 15 miles. We'll be entering to join a right-hand circuit, runway 09R. Estimate circuit time 3R. Juliet Kilo November. So it's a right-hand circuit. We'll be joining directly into the downwind. Or crosswind even. The circuit is on this side of the field. The reason is that there's high ground to the north of the field. Oh, the Rossi, we're just going to start flying this tour backwards in the new sim. Probably starting next Friday, actually. As it happens, about 7 days off, maybe even earlier, depending on how well the installation and setup goes. So I think I'll give myself an extra thing. Madio 6565, yep, I am indeed using Activesky currently. Airfield is right there. That is the islands. Yeah, this is Sunday Island, the big one. So I need to track so slightly the other direction. $10. That's Earthquake Island, this is Sunday. That's Sheep Island. Let's find over Scrubby Island. And just about fly over the township of Port Albert. So that road there is Old Sale Road. We do want to keep to the east of it. That way we can make a left-hand turn into a right-hand circuit. Alberton Road over there. That's Alberton. So just staying to the east of this road here. And that one. If we are directly to the north of that line there, we'll be perfectly fine. Try and go off at an oblique angle. sure that's the road we're tracking. Yep, I can see it. Cool. Let's get down in altitude. Field elevation is essentially sea level, 50 feet. That there is St. Margaret Island. So just on the tip of St. Margaret Island is where we want to be directly north of. And as I said, to the east of that road. Start the descent. Have a nice hard turn here. And that should put us pretty much straight into the downwind for runway 09. And then it's a right hand downwind. Airfield inside. Yarram traffic, Kilo November is on extended downwind, right hand downwind, runway 09. Okay, brakes are released, undercarriage is down and fixed, mixture rich, pump goes on, landing lights are on, seats and harnesses are secure. Yarram traffic, Kilo November, turning base, runway 09, right base. Full stop. Flap 10. Make it 20. Yarram traffic, Juliet Kilo November, final runway 09. Full flaps. .300 runways clear. No idea why we have a helicopter over there. It's part of the scenery. Yarram traffic, Juliet Kilo November is turning around for backtrack runway 09. Random Black Hawk. Taps coming up. Where do we reckon? Up that side? Indeed, Random Black Hawk won't be there next week, but he will be there on Sunday when we get out of here. Hovering for a week, or at least 2 days. Spin around here. Brakes are set. Just in time for the rain. Ah, it's just a passing shower. Cool, we're all secure in here. say that to I do need to put the aircraft to bed. Chocks and stuff. Cool. Throw the door shut. Chuck a cover on the pitot. Say hello to the Black Hawk. The silent Black Hawk. Even better. I've stood that far away from a helicopter, it's not a quiet thing. Cool. Tie down. And the wheel chocks. And that's us for the day. Well, it's about 10 to 8 here in Melbourne. And the intention is after tomorrow and Sunday morning, we'll probably take this aircraft out to Taiab via Taradan. Indeed, Snowy Cat, the helicopter can fly for a week and completely silent. Pretty funny. Anyhow, when we come out of Yarram, we're going to head down across Port Phillip Bay. We may actually pass over Phillip Island. There's a little, it says Cowes Private. There is indeed a small airfield at Cowes, which is now there. But there actually used to be one right about where the letter C is in YCWS. So I'll fly over that. Won't land, but we'll make an approach. And then we'll pop up to Taradan. At least a touch and go there, possibly a stop and look around then go. And then we'll make the very short journey over to Taiab. That will be Sunday. And on Monday, Milk Run Monday, we'll kind of depart from Taiab, come up over Coldstream to Lilydale. We might go over the top of Warrandyte before we hit Lilydale, so we'll be up through this little gap here, up to Lilydale, and from Lilydale we'll head into Essendon, which will complete this tour. Anyhow, thanks for joining me. It has been a pleasure to fly on VATSIM on Friday evening with Melbourne Centre Online. Till next time, which may well be tomorrow sometime, I will say bye for now.